Vatican in 1960s. That's the Vatican II. Perhaps a new ecumenical council will be forthcoming in our lifetime. This one would be deeply ecumenical and would call forth the wisdom of all the world's religions. That's where we're heading. And all the world's religions will have the cosmic Christ as head. And who is he? He's Lucifer. Let's check it out. Let's ask him. Let's ask this Catholic priest what it's all about. This cosmic Christ will make things happen. He will affect a change of heart, a change of culture, a change of ways. The cosmic Christ will lead to deep sexuality. Oops. Oops. Haven't they got enough problems with their sexuality in the media at the moment? They want more? Deep communication between young and old, deep creativity in lifestyles, work, education, deep worship, deep ecumenism, interaction amongst all religions on the planet. Just what Mother Teresa said. And then he talks about the Eucharist. There's a promise of maternal eros in all of this. This is so sick, it's unbelievable. In other words, sexual experience in partaking of the Eucharist. Religion that represses and distorts the maternal will also repress the ancient tradition of God as mother and of the goddess in every person. Now, that is New Age theology, and who's behind it? The Roman Catholic Church. Control it. New Age talk about 100% divinity, and man is 100% divine. Whether you quote Lola Davis, Annie Besant, Shirley MacLaine, they all say it. Whether you quote the Jesuits, whether you quote Maharaja Yogi, all of them. And the idea is that soon the cosmic Christ will launch his sick little perverted little androgenic religion on this planet. During the past 3 millennia, 2 approaches were made. Manifestation of light, intelligence, that was the Buddha. Then came the Christ. By the way, they never acknowledge Jesus Christ. It's always the Christ. And they say that Jesus Christ was overshadowed by the Christ. In other words, Jesus Christ, they have to use him because they can't get rid of him. He was a puppet man here controlled by the Christ, the Maitreya, the big boy. And then came the Buddha, and then came the illuminated one. The path of illumination, the light bearer. That's Lucifer worship. And this is their secret analogy of the masters through the eyes of the masters, an insider book, which I managed to get hold of when my father-in-law, who was an insider, died, and I could clear out his garage. Very illuminating it was indeed. The combined notes of these 9 great ones, what are they all about? There was the Master Hilarion. Of course, they always give them reincarnation names like St. Paul in the previous incarnation to draw in Christianity. They give them Masonic signals. And then there's the Master Moroya, and then the Venetian Master, and then Serapis, a Seraphim, angelic, and then the Master Mahochan, Lord of Civilizations, and the Master Jesus. Very interesting. Who was overshadowed by the Christ. And then the Master Kuthumi Lal Singh. Who does he look like? Isn't that interesting? Who does he look like? And then the one that everyone is waiting for. The one with the split beard, the symbol of the goat. The Lord Maitreya. Known to the Christians as the Christ, to the Orient as the Bodhisattva, to Mohammedans as the Imam Mahdi. Sri Krishna, St. Patrick, the world teacher, presides of the destiny of the great religions. All the religions to come together under this man. Be careful how you think Christ looks. I don't know whether Jesus looked like that. I know that the devil is trying to impersonate God, so maybe he tries to impersonate Jesus Christ. Maybe Jesus did look like that. I don't know. But one thing I do know, when the devil comes, he's going to look like that. And what did J.Z. Knight say? He was beautiful. He was like glitter in a ray of sunlight. Dazzling being with the most gorgeous smile you have ever seen. If he walked in here now and spoke the words that Jesus spoke, people would bow down and fall at his feet and worship him. But my Jesus will not touch this earth. My Bible tells me how he's coming. This is an impostor, he's a liar. Now, here's another one. Of course, this Sai Baba. Oh, it's so confusing. You see, he's another master. Now, the Maitreya is the one who will reunite. This one is the cosmic Christ. You can pray to him too. The other one is the world teachers for this earth. It's very confusing. So whether you like this one with his... oh, forget it. I'll be nice. Benjamin Cream. Very interesting man. Benjamin Cream founded the Tara Center organization and major pipers worldwide declaring that the Christ is here now. And this is what they claim. Now listen carefully. Revitalized Christian churches as well as Masonic lodges will be used for purposes of giving mass planetary initiation. So the new world order must be controlled by revitalized Christian churches that have been modified to teach Lucifer's doctrine dressed up in a garb of Christianity, like we saw Schuller do, for example, and the Masonic lodges. They are the main thrusts of the Luciferian system. Controlling them behind the scenes, again, of course, you have Roman Catholicism, but I'll come to that in the lecture, The Occult Explosion. Don't miss it. Now, who's this Benjamin Cream? If you go to his website, which is Share International, you go to that, you will find that his links are only to Roman Catholic links, or largely Roman Catholic links. Now, this is the man who is overshadowed by the Maitreya, and he takes on the appearance of the Maitreya. You know, I was talking once in Zurich, and I was giving a lecture. In fact, I was giving this very lecture on the New Age movement. And in the very next hotel next to me, where I was in a big hall, and Benjamin Cream was next door. And the people there are very skeptical. They walked out of there and they said, "Nah, you know, I'm a little bit, I can't be quite all there, saying these things about Maitreya." And as they came out, these other people came rushing out, and they were excited because Benjamin Cream had been overshadowed by Maitreya. He takes on the appearance sometimes of Maitreya. Incredible stuff. In any case, so I've had a run-in, not with him personally, but let's have a look at what he says about this being. And this comes from the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC. Here we go.
Good evening, my dear friends. Be ready to see me soon, to follow my thoughts. My advent is nigh.
The world teacher for the New Age of Aquarius, Maitreya Buddha, has been living in London, England, since 1977. The Buddha, 2,500 years ago, made a prophecy that at this time would come into the world another great Buddha, Buddha like himself, by name Maitreya, who would inspire humanity to create a brilliant golden civilization based, as he put it, on righteousness and truth. And that's what Maitreya has come to do. Then calm, tension between the eyebrows. He's a member of the Asian community of London. He lives there as an apparently ordinary man, although those who are now around him know him as a very exceptional man. Everything I hear, he hears. He can teach through me, he can inspire, he can heal, and so on. So he has a kind of vehicle, like a window in the world, through whom he can work. He told me to get a tape recorder, which I did, a little Grundig, portable, and he began to give me long dictations, which I repeated onto the microphone. And one night, 3 months after the initial contact, I heard the voice of Maitreya, and he said very little, it was very simple. He said, "I myself am coming. It will be the most extraordinary evolutionary step which humanity will take. We can either accept the principle of sharing or else destroy life." The tensions inherent in the discrepancy in living standards between the developed world and the third world are such as they have within them the seeds of a third world war. That would be nuclear and would destroy all life, human and subhuman. But we have to make the choice. We have to invite him. We have to invite him forward and to come onto the radio and television networks of the world. And on the day of declaration, it will be the most extraordinary experience for humanity. We will see